Hi, I'm Patrick from Andax Industries. Before you begin a pole mount transformer changeout, it's always important to have the right tool for the job. Today, I'd like to walk you through how to properly use the Andax Transformer Containment Bag, or TCB, to safely lift, transport, and store leaking and non-leaking transformers. The TCB is designed to fully contain a transformer and prevent leaks and provide easy access to the transformer manufacturer's lifting lugs, thus ensuring compliance with OSHA safe lifting guidelines, your lineman training, and your company's safety training. The TCB also incorporates an integrated outdoor weather cover, and this allows for compliance with DOT regulations for transportation. Additionally, we'll discuss how the use of the product will help you and your utility mitigate the risks of workplace accidents and injuries related to slips, trips, and falls. The TCB is available in 4 different sizes, ranging from 5 kVA up to 167 kVA. Each package is clearly marked right on the package label with the approximate kVA size. In order to have a successful outcome, you'll need to match the size of the transformer to the package label size. In some cases, due to the age of the transformer, the manufacturer, or the style, you may need to up or downsize for proper containment. Let's get started. The TCB package allows it to fit in tight places, like behind the driver's seat or in an onboard storage compartment. The package includes the transformer containment bag itself, along with a bag it and tag it label and an instruction sheet. So let's discuss some of the key features of the TCB. First, it has a heavy-duty reinforced base. It's designed to take the full weight of the transformer on diamond plate in the back of your truck. The TCB is capable of handling 100% of the oil that would be in a transformer that fits inside the containment bag, plus an additional 400% safety factor. The top of the TCB incorporates a clear reinforced weather cover. This cover is critical for your DOT compliance for transportation of a contained transformer. The cover, when deployed, seals the containment bag and prevents any drips, sprays, or leaks of oil while you're driving down the road. Additionally, it helps prevent the elements from entering into the bag while you're transporting or storing the contained transformer in your utility yard. The most important feature of the TCB are the lifting lug access holes. These access holes allow you to reach the transformer manufacturer's lifting lugs once the transformer is contained inside the bag, thus ensuring your OSHA compliance. The top set of the transformer lugs are accessible when the weather cover is down. The second set are accessible when the weather cover is deployed. Now that we've identified the key features of the TCB, let's discuss how to use it in the field. Once the bag is unfolded, give it a quick snap to straighten it out. Position it where you will be lowering the transformer to the ground. As always, make sure that your workplace is clear of any debris that may end up underneath the transformer or anything that could be a trip hazard for you and your team. As the transformer is being lowered into the TCB, ensure that the lifting lugs are lined up with the transformer access holes. Once these are lined up, finish lowering the transformer completely into the bag. With the transformer in the TCB, remove your certified lifting sling. Press the containment bag against the transformer so that the lugs push through the access holes. Now the lugs are accessible on the outside of the bag, and you can reattach your lifting sling and safely lift the transformer in complete compliance with OSHA regulations. This is a good time to complete any documentation or other steps required by your utility before getting ready to transport the transformer. The included Bag It and Tag It identification label can be placed on the outside of the TCB, eliminating the need to reopen the bag and reduce exposure to any oils once the cover is pulled up and fully contained. To fully contain the transformer, remove your sling and pull the cover up and over the transformer. Be sure to maneuver it around any grounding straps, lightning arresters, or other hardware that could interfere with the sealing of the TCB. Once the duffel is up, align the top edges of the cover. Fold it down once or twice as needed. Now fan fold it together and gather the edges in the center of the TCB. Use the attached hook and loop strap to secure the duffel, providing complete containment to ensure that no oil or debris escapes during transportation, providing your DOT compliance. Now it's time to reposition the lifting lugs through the lower access holes. Remove the lugs from the upper access holes. Pull the TCB up and reposition it so that the lugs can be pressed through the lower access hole ports. Reattach your sling, lift the transformer onto your transportation vehicle. Once you have placed the transformer, never attempt to slide the contained transformer. If the transformer needs to be repositioned, simply reattach your straps using your hoist and safely reposition. With the TCB sealed and the transformer secured, you can now safely transport it back to your yard or repair shop. The TCB prevents drips, leaks, and spills during transportation to maintain compliance with DOT regulations and mitigate the risk of accidents. Imagine an uncontained or poorly contained transformer on the back of one of your trucks leaking oil while you're driving down the road, spraying on the windshield of a car behind you that could lead to an accident, or safety violations from law enforcement. Of no less importance is keeping the truck bed clean and safe. Slips, trips, and falls are one of the leading causes of workplace injuries in the utility industry. Preventing leaks and keeping the oil contained in the TCB helps you mitigate that risk and keeps your crew members safe. Remember, when you're using the TCB, always make sure you are using the correct size TCB. Never lift a transformer by a bag. Always use your approved lifting sling and lift it by the transformer manufacturer's lifting lugs. Use the weatherproof duffel to keep transformer fluids in and the weather out. The Andax Transformer Containment Bag is the right tool for the job. Safe, effective, and compliant. Any questions?
What's a 400% safety factor?
What that means is that the transformer containment bag is capable of holding 4 times the actual amount of oil that's contained inside the transformer itself that will fit inside the appropriate size bag. Any other questions?
Yeah, what's the issue with DOT? What's the compliance there that we have to be worried about?
So the Federal Highway Administration has regulations on vehicles driving down the highway, which all of your vehicles as a utility have to comply with. And one of those particular requirements is that any vehicle driving down the road is not allowed to have any of its cargo leak or spill from the vehicle itself. That's a violation of the federal highway rules. Additionally, every state has adopted the federal highway rules into their state DOT regulations, and in many cases, they have additional regulations on top of those, which can actually lead to misdemeanors if you spill material from your vehicle while you're driving down the road.
Speaking of leaking oil, does the bag have any sort of absorbance inside?
Yes, thanks for asking that question. Every TCB has integrated absorbents inside the bottom of the bag to soak up any nuisance leaks or drips that might happen in transit. Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you very much for being here today. Appreciate it. And if you have any further questions beyond this, please don't hesitate to contact us or visit our website. Thank you.